Hey guys, it's Adam from Lazy Guy DIY checking in with you and letting you know what's on tap here for the rest of the month. First off, let's talk about Haven Conference. Just got back last night. It was absolutely awesome. I can't talk about it more. It's absolutely worth it. I'm a first-time blogger. I've only been doing it for about a year now, and it's worth every penny going. From networking to classes to having a chance to talk to the vendors. It's pretty much life-changing, I would say. If you had any doubts about what you were doing or just kind of want a little bit more info, it is the place to go. I mean, there's people there that have no websites, have no followers, and there's people that get like 1 million views a month. And you're all in classes together because they're geared towards everyone, and everybody wants to learn and better what their websites are doing, or their blogs, or their social media, or whatever product they're pushing. Everybody's there to help everybody, and it's such a great community. I can't talk about it more. Let's talk about the elephant in the room here. There were maybe 10 to 15 guys there total. Only a handful of those are actually run their own website, and those guys were great. Jameson from Rogue Engineer, Brad from Fix This Build That, Frank from Glued and Screwed. They were awesome, very approachable, helpful with any questions or anything. And it's funny because you're in classes with these guys. I know I follow these guys either on Instagram or on their websites, but you're sitting in a class. I know I was working on Quikrete project, and I'm sitting at a table with Jameson, Jeremy from Bauer Power Blog, and Brad, and it's being taught by Ben from Homemade Modern. And you just look around, and these are guys that a week or two ago I'm checking their website, and they're sitting with me making little concrete doohickeys. So absolutely awesome. Still kind of starstruck, but it was a good time. One thing that's worth it, every penny going, is the vendors. The vendors are awesome. Home Depot is one of the big sponsors, so I think they're the main sponsor. One of the other ones is Ryobi, as I shamelessly drink out of my Ryobi Nation coffee mug. And the Ryobi people were everywhere, but so approachable. There had been 30 of them there, all wearing their shirts, and it's like walking through an ocean of Ryobi personnel. But what they did was pretty cool. They brought a ton of their tools from their new line that it says interchangeable batteries. You can go from outdoor equipment like lawnmowers and weed eaters to your regular power tools, to even they have one of the crazy garage door openers that they demoed there. You've probably seen in the stores, but it's like it's got Wi-Fi, it's got a battery charger, lights, fans. It does everything. Unfortunately, I don't have a garage door on my garage here, so I can't use it. But they were pretty great. A couple other people that were there, a couple other companies. Osborne table legs. I've used some of those in my projects. And DAP. DAP with their wood filler, liquid nails. They had an awesome booth that was built by Frank from Glued and Screwed. And then one of my favorite ones that I met with and talked to, I've worked with them a little bit from the buildsomething.com website, is Craig Jig. Craig had some prototypes there that won't be out for a while, but awesome workspace tables. A couple things they had also that they were letting some of us builders test out. Some new products that aren't quite out yet, and they should be in a little while. This one is for drawer slides. It's a jig for setting them up and make sure they're level, making sure your drawers will actually fit in your drawers, and they just go a lot easier. So this was one thing that should be coming out soon. I'm going to test out here with a project in the next few weeks. Another one, concealed hinge kit. If you're doing European hinges, this is a jig they have for that. This is coming out here in a little bit as well. They're going to let me test it out, so I'm really excited about that. I think you've seen, I did a SketchUp rendering of a media console that I have to be working on here in the next few weeks, and I'm definitely going to use these on that, so I'm really excited, and thanks to Craig Jig as well. Another vendor that we worked with the Bauer Power couple, Katie and Jeremy, is Rust-Oleum. Not only, I mean, you usually know them for spray paint, but what they did have, and they tested out there, is it's a Garage 4 coating. It's self-leveling. It's metallic, comes in all these different colors. It's awesome. I'm I'm definitely going to try to attempt it here in my shop. It's not the biggest of spaces, but it would make all the difference. We worked with Katie and Jeremy. They did their garage. If you check out the Bauer Power blog, I think it's BauerPower.com. They did an awesome job with their garage. It's huge, and they completely outfitted it. But you can see what this stuff looks like. It's kind of what dreams are made of. If you were going to have a shop floor with a dream sequence in it, it's so reflective and shiny. I think the gunmetal gray is what my probably favorite was. But we'll see what we can do here, and I'll talk to the folks to Rust-Oleum and see what I can do to fix this terrible little wood shop here. Trying to think if I'm forgetting any of the. There was a bunch of vendors, but I think those were the high points that I talked to. So let's talk about what's on tap for the next upcoming weeks. First here, I don't know if you see it. I have a drill press that I've had since Christmas that my wife got me that I have yet to use because I haven't set up my shop till just recently. It's just come together. So I'm building a little roll cart for that. It's also going to be multi-purpose that I can set my my sanders in and the sanding disc. So that's something I'm working on right now. Also behind me, I have my new thickness planer. We talked about this, I think I showed it before I left. My wife also got that for me because she's awesome. But I'm going to do a flip top rolling cart as well. Brad from Fix This Build That has a flip top design. I think they have a spindle sander on theirs and then the planer. But what I'd like to do is put my my miter saw on there. So that's something I'm going to be working on. The plan is to put a lot of stuff on rolling carts in the shop because I don't have a ton of space, and then I can move stuff against the wall when I'm not using it, so I don't have to worry about taking up a ton of space if I have any big projects that are coming up, which I definitely do. Oh, I should also mention Kwikset. Kwikset was one of the vendors as well. So when you went down for breakfast in the mornings at these things, it was kind of they had food set out, and fruit, bananas were going really quick. So if you didn't get down there early enough, you couldn't get some of the breakfast that you really wanted. Or you had to wait for them to bring it out. Well, on the final day, Kwikset, who was one of the vendors, they were giving out these digital locks. See if I can get it to work here. Yeah. So you can either use a key or a digital code, but it's for the first few people at breakfast. So I saw these and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put this in my garage. So it's not scarily rigged with a padlock. So now I will have a high-tech digital lock on it here. In the next few weeks, so I'll put this on, maybe do a tutorial about that as well. So awesome for them. This makes me think of also, so when they were handing these out in the morning, people were very concerned because they'd already packed up their suitcases, and they're like, oh my god, what am I going to do with all these things, because I've already packed up and I don't know where to put it. And I'm like, people, just take the hardware out. They gave you a screwdriver, just take it out of the display here, and you can just put your handles and your lock in your suitcase, and it shouldn't be an issue. Now, the people that will have issues, the people from that were in the Ryobi classes, because Ryobi, they were giving away a ton of stuff. So imagine you are all set to go fly out to wherever you were, California, Seattle, I don't know, and you got a weed eater from Ryobi and a pneumatic nail gun, and where are you going to put that? A pneumatic nail gun you could probably put in your suitcase. But a weed eater, I don't think that goes in an overhead bin. So, but the prizes and the giveaways were extremely generous by all the vendors. It was an awesome time for that. Back to what I'm working on though, and we'll wrap up here in a second. I have a tabletop that needs to be finished. I promised my mom months ago that I would build a kid's table, so for when my daughter and my niece and nephew go and visit them back home, that they have a little table they can sit at. Rockler, who was also a vendor, they had an awesome lathe display where people were spinning bottle openers and tops and other things, but you have people that have never used the lathe before and making all these things. So, but Rockler, I got these table legs from them a few weeks ago, so that's what's going to go on my table. I need to cut some aprons, put those on there. Another surprise from when I came back, right before I left, Sam from DIY Huntress, who's awesome. You should follow her as well. She's so tiny, so little, I want to put her in my pocket so she can build things for me. She was in one of my groups. She was awesome. But she had a deal with DIY hairpin legs before I left, and I made sure I ordered a pair real quick because I have a coffee table or two to build here in the next few weeks. So you can check them out. I think it's www.diyhairpinlegs.com. But they look pretty solid. I like them a lot. So I'm going to put those on a next build that I should be working on here in the next few days. So that should be about it. I'm working on a couple designs. The garage obviously is not finished yet. What I want to do is I really want to do pallet walls here in the shop. I'm going to insulate it first, but I think it'd be awesome to do a whole pallet wall. Maybe throw my logo up on some of the pegboards and whatnot. That way my shop's really finished off. So that's a couple things. I'm going to work on a rendering here in SketchUp in the next few days and really see what that's going to look like. I need to do some major workbenches to see what will work for me. Maybe just like a general purpose one or two, and then one for real woodwork as well. So real excited about all that. I had a great time at Haven Conference. I can't say that more. I met a ton of awesome people that I hopefully will do some collaborations with here in the next few weeks, months. There's some people from Richmond that I met that I had no idea they were even DIY bloggers. So maybe we'll work with them here in the future. So I think that's about it. Bunch of stuff to do. Please, 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 if you have any questions about Haven Conference, especially from the guy point of view, because it was very different. My experience probably from any of the girls that may have gone, but it was still great nonetheless. So reach out to me. You can get my contact info on the website, www.lazyguydiy.com, and I'll keep you posted on what we're working on. Check out Instagram, Lazy Guy DIY. I'll keep you updated on here. My builds on progress. Website will be updated as I get final things or have anything I can think of to put up there. I mentioned a bunch of the bloggers. Check them out if you haven't as well. Jameson from Rogue Engineer, awesome guy. Talked to him about a bunch of stuff. Frank from Glued and Screwed. Katie and Jeremy from Bauer Power Blog. And then Brad from Fix This Build That. And Sam obviously from DIY Huntress. Check them out. Big help to the little fish in the big pond. So I look forward to talking to them in the future and seeing them next year. So that's about it. We'll keep you updated, and thanks for sticking around for this long. I think like 13 minutes. So I'll talk to you soon.